From the Hormone Mentor, I help women that are going through the perimenopause to manage their symptoms naturally through diet and lifestyle changes. Today, I want to talk to you about what the difference is between the perimenopause and the menopause, and why it's important to understand the difference, and why I talk more about perimenopause than I do about menopause. Now, menopause is the blanket term, and the two things often get confused. There is actually a difference between them. So the menopause is classed as when you have stopped producing eggs from your ovaries and therefore are gone out of your reproductive years. And that means that your periods will have stopped. And when you go to the GP, you would normally be diagnosed of having gone through the menopause when you reach a full 12 months without a period. But the perimenopause is actually the transition coming up to the menopause, and it's when your body starts to produce less estrogen and the levels that you are producing estrogen in are declining, and it is the time when actually you get most of the symptoms. And that's why I talk more about the perimenopause, because for me it's all about managing those symptoms, managing the levels of estrogen that you've got in your body and helping to boost those and your progesterone levels so that you can feel better in yourself, so that you're not getting the symptoms as strongly as you can be, that you can take control of your body, your emotions, so that physically and mentally you are more in control, and that you are able to feel more like yourself during this particular period, especially as the perimenopause can actually last quite a while. It can last up to 10 years in some cases. For some women, it starts in their late 30s and goes right on through their 40s. Generally, you'll find that the symptoms aren't really strong during that time, and it's the last 1 to 2 years when they're really exacerbated. But if you think about having to go through it for 10 years, that just sounds absolutely bonkers and something that none of us want to do. And I'm really passionate about making sure that we are aware as women that we have choices around how we decide to go through this period of our life, how we choose to manage it, because while you do have options in that you can just get on with it and hope that everything's okay, or you can go to your GP and look at the HRT options. But the third option, and the one that I prefer to take and the one that most of my clients prefer to take, is to try and take control through making changes to how you take care of yourself. And that first and foremost is about your diet and the kind of foods that you are taking in and not taking in some cases. And also looking at different lifestyle factors. So whether that is how well you're sleeping, what kind of products are you using on yourself? Are you making sure that you're taking time out? Are you on the road to burnout, which is going to make the symptoms of the perimenopause worse anyway? So do think a little bit about, how you want to manage it when you are going through the perimenopause, because perimenopause is the period that's going to last a hell of a lot longer than the menopause. It is something that you are able to manage and make a difference to, but I think it's important that you know what the difference is, because the media talks a lot about menopause, but it doesn't talk about perimenopause, and actually that's when most of the symptoms happen. Now, the kind of symptoms that tend to happen first and foremost are things like lack of energy, irregular periods, and mood swings, having more severe PMS and those kind of things. If you want to find out more about what the symptoms are at the beginnings of the perimenopause, then do check out my video on the first symptoms of the perimenopause. I'll put the link in the comments below, because that's quite interesting to watch and have a think about whether you are already experiencing those. But I'm guessing if you are watching this video, then you already know that there's a chance you are going through this stage of your life, and that you want to find a different way to manage it. So that's basically the difference. It's really quite simple, and there is obviously a similarity. They are still a particular phase of your life, but the perimenopause is the more of the build up to the menopause, and the menopause is actually classed as the stage when you've actually gone through it and are past your reproductive years and have gone without a period. So if you've got any questions or comments you want to let me know about, make sure that you post them below. Make sure that you have also clicked subscribe on my channel by clicking the red button, and you'll get notified of all the videos that I upload onto this channel, and you'll be able to be the first to watch them. Thanks for watching.